really close to each other.
They probably heard our commentary, so they'll be like, yeah, let's give it a go.
Let's try to contest one of those champions, man. Maybe it could work. Let's see how it fares out here in RRQ and N9.
Yeah, let's see what happens here. But looks like the looting will begin first, and well, we'll just need to be patient a little bit more longer to see how much action will we be shown. So now look at this. Kong is all alone in this compound. I think they are kind of like emulating team number 20, the type of strategy that they're putting on. One person at one area, so they get maximum loot.
And as mentioned earlier at the Miramar matchup, this place is a very open and bumpy area. It's actually encouraged to use vehicles to move around, but it's really dangerous at the same time, as you can flip your cars, and it's really dangerous just to move around on foot, as it's an open ground and we have a lot of high ground advantage locations.
Yep. Okay, so let's look at this. The Singaporean teams, they have the entire Los Leones to themselves. They seem to like big compounds, just like in Eranga, they dropped in Yogopol. So now Los Leones, another very big compound, more than enough loot for 8 people, that's for sure. So it's a good strategy, different strategy there that they deploy as compared to like the individual strategy with other teams.
Yeah. And it's important to have every member suited up and geared for battle than just having like 3 people geared up and 1 really lacking. It's gonna be really hard at the end goal. And as you can see, the kill feed, the N9 and RRQ are having at it with each other. Let's see who will stand on top. But I saw the kill feed. There's 2 guys downed by RRQ on the side of N9. Let's see what happens here.
Oh yeah, now it's going to be interesting to see N9. Looks like they, if I'm not mistaken, they lost one of their team members. Yes, based on the minimap, they lost one of their team members. So, it's not a good start for N9, but RRQ, they will be smiling with that first blood on their hands.
And it's actually a good of sight for RRQ that no matter who are contesting them, they're out for battle and they're ready for it. And N9 trying to play it a bit slowly now, as one of their team members got taken out by RRQ.
Yeah, slow is the keyword right now. Even in the building, you are proning. So that's how slow it is.
Yes, they have to be really safe here. Really safe from RRQ. They just know they're still there and they don't want to take any chances being taken out as well from RRQ.
I'm a little bit surprised as well. So RRQ, they managed to take out 1. They know they have the numbers, but they decide not to pursue it. So it looks like they're still going to stick to their plan, whereby they're going to meet up with Myth towards the later stages of the game. So not taking those big fights.
Yeah, and they're actually getting those vehicles and they're moving out. And I guess that's a safe sign for N9 to pop out again. Actually, after they got removed by 1 member, they actually got, I think so, they backed off. They really shelled themselves and started proning indoors. Because I guess they realized they don't want to fight with RRQ right now.
Definitely not the team that you want to fight, especially if you only have 3 team members. So RRQ have shown that they have the track record. They have the ability to fight teams. And now they have the numbers. So definitely the odds won't be on the side of N9. Smart move, I say.
True. And from the minimap, as you can see, RRQ trying to converge in Team 1 and Team 2. Let's see how that plays out for them.
Yep, they are now neighbors to Team 1 and Team 2, which is from the same country. So I hope they, if they go any further, it's going to be 3 against 8. It's going to be the Goliath and David again.
Yet again. Let's see. I'm hoping for that to happen. I want to see how it plays out. But right now, they're just hands here trying to scout the area, making sure there's no one around the teams. And actually, that's good and bad at the same time. If you get caught alone, there's no way for you to get up. Well, there's a small chance for you to get up from that scenario.
Yep. And looks like RRQ, they are not staying in the same compound for too long. They seem to like to move a lot. That's what I noticed there. But look at this. Looks like they will go for the siege. Han is in one building. Do they know that Han is inside there? I'm not too sure about that, but looks like they will get comfortable in this building.
And as I was talking about earlier, this could really pay off good and bad at the same time. You can get info, yes, but if you get caught and trapped alone, there's no way for your teammate. There's a small chance for your teammates to respond to you.
Oh my God. Han from Radiance Gaming. He is alone. His teammates are across the road, but that's quite a distance if he get knocked down. So he better play this safely. Now he's doing the scouting work, but that information, what are they going to do with it? They are still playing this very safely.
True. If he does get enough info, he might maybe call in some reinforcements and try to attack from behind, but we'll never know. But as you can see, RRQ right now, are they smelling blood? Oh no, they haven't seen hands right now. Good part for hands still being hidden. And as you can see, RRQ D2E has found Han. Han tried to run away, and now he fell. He fell out of panic. He fell from that ridge out of fear of being killed by RRQ. And reinforcement has arrived. 2 teams against 1. Team 1, Team 2 will be fighting out with Team RRQ.
Oh, the best that Auto too soon they can do is only smoke up. But just look at this. He can't revive his own compatriot because you just can't. That's how the system is. But now RRQ, they know someone's there and they want to take fights. EARNNY trying to go for the flank here, and now he's taking a couple of shots there. Down to 50% of life. Galaxy from a different angle try to scope out Baruan. Looks like he's in trouble at the same time. RRQ has the high ground, and as we all know from that movie with the lightsabers, high ground wins.
That's very true, and I think RRQ is in a good position even though they're handling 2 teams right now. They have more coverage, they have more oversight, and they can actually control it. Why? Team 1 and 2 can't easily push regardless if they down one RRQ player. But with RRQ, if they down people, they can just pin them down and not get any help from anyone, as they are on the high ground. Like you said, in the movie with lightsabers, having the high ground is a huge advantage.
And they are showing that they are taking advantage of this situation. Look at this. Team number 1 and number 2, although they have the numbers, but they can't do anything. Oh my goodness! That grenade! One grenade managed to get that knocked down, and now they are just not letting anyone go from this. Hostage is being taken at this point. I'm pretty sure they have to let this go. Unfortunately, they will need to buy drinks for their friends.
True. This is an impossible mission to save that teammate. And I guess he goes out now, and they're trying to have a firefight. Cow is landing some shots here against RRQ.
Wow, looks like Cow really wanted to try this out, but yeah, it's just tough. They have the high ground. Cow, yes, you have a little bit of vision there, but just look at the areas that RRQ can cover. They can move left, move right, and they can still see the entire compound below them. So it's a little bit of a disadvantage there, but Cow still wants to give a go because they already know, okay, this is RRQ. If we can take them out, well, it's a bragging right there, maybe.
True. Imagine you made a god bleed. Let's see. And he's still trying. He's not letting up though. He's still putting that pressure. But I think RRQ is not having it. They're trying to find a good angle to retaliate on Cow. They're actually looking for a firefight here.
Oh, they're not taking no for an answer. But look at this Cow exposing himself by the door. Being taken out by Senior. And now 10X will need to help save his friend. But can he make it? It's just baiting now. If he runs across, he can get gunned down by Senior.
True, and I guess that's what RRQ makes to make it clear to everyone. You want to shoot at us? We'll gun you down first. That was a quick and decisive move for RRQ to find another angle and spot where Cow is shooting from. And there's the bait that Sir Cloud is talking about. Then X is now spotted and he might be pinned down by RRQ.
Oh, even more worse news for DRANIX. Looks like they sent a couple of people across the road, but looks like a U-turn. Maybe they sense out that team number 10, AROV, is behind them. So this may be a matchup. Both teams, they have met each other before at a top-tier tournament. So now it is probably going to be round 2 right here in the Razer C Invitational 2020. The flanks come out from RRQ, spreading out 3 and 1. And now AROV is smack in the middle with 4 people.
And actually, the situation right now, Team Malaysia and Team Brunei are teaming up against RRQ. And D2E is down. Maybe they heard us. And they're not letting up. Team 10 now throwing them throwables. D2E trying to hide behind the buggy. And G9 trying to converge and try to save his buddy there. But EARNNY is down as well. 2 of them are down. G9 and Senior trying to figure out what they can do for their team as team. You know, that's a good spray down though. That's good space for them. They might actually get their team up, and Myth is actually having trouble as well. Oh, they tried to push, but G9 was prepared for that. And he's trying to scout around, making sure he can revive his teammate. I'm not so sure this is safe, but he's taking the risk. And he stopped it. He aimed, trying to make sure he can save his teammate. EARNNY is trying to call for him for help, trying to crawl to his teammates, but I think it's such far of a distance for him to ask for help. And D2 might be up here, but it's actually an open window for them to get pushed. But let's see how this plays out.
Oh man, I wonder who set the bounty onto this Thai team, because Myth, they were in trouble, and now RRQ is in trouble as well. They need to recover from this, but AROV is not taking no for an answer. They will want to push in. They will want to get those kills on the board because they know it is RRQ, the team to beat if they want to get higher placement in the charts. And now just look at this EARNNY. Well, looks like he will need to say adios amigo to everyone, because looks like he will be left back to bleed by his team.
True, and I guess the RRQ finally found their match. EARNNY goes down and they're backing off from that fight. And here, IMP graining down on the Myth. They have a huge bounty on Team Thailand and they want to end them really quickly. There's only one more Myth player trying to run away from Team 15 right now.
Oh yeah, they need, but just check this out. It's not over yet. G9 is now the hostage. D2 and there you go. RRQ taken out by AROV, ladies and gentlemen. So now, will the Thai teams be able to continue this with Myth?
Actually, I think they heard us. I don't know. They're really out to get Team Thailand right now, and it's paying off. There's only one Thailand member here, which is from Myth, and I'm not so sure how can he fend off 2 more teams that's after him. Let's see how he can escape the clutches of this trap.
Oh man, yeah. It's as if that, okay, they know now the objective. You take down the top spot, you have a chance to clinch that chicken dinner, the last one for tonight. Now Myth only has 1 more team member left, so it will be interesting to see how can he fend off. But then again, the odds is just not in his favor at this point. AROV, great play, managed to survive 3 team members. Only ZULLY been taken out, and they will continue on the journey.
Actually, this is anyone's ball game right now. Anyone can take home the chicken dinner right now. And it's really interesting that they managed to pressure Team Thailand so hard. Imagine Team Brunei and Team Malaysia ganging up together against Team Thailand there and actually winning it.
Wow. But then again, here's another interesting fun fact. So Iconic as well as Blacklist International, they are still in the game and they got the chicken dinner in Miramar earlier today. So record wise, it's still on their side. They are still the next team to beat.
It's safe to say they are the kings of Miramar right now in our tournament, and they're actually still whole 8 squad strong. And they're now trying to get together with Iconic. Oh, correct me. Sorry about that. I think they're only up to 7 teams strong right now, as Iconic has lost 1 member of their own, or they're still complete.
Yeah, I think they lost one, so maybe they're playing with 7 as a whole for now. But
There you go.
yeah, there you go.
7 teams strong, but not to worry. They were the Kings earlier from game number 2, and let's see if they can retain that crown of glory here at Miramar. But hold that thought. Team 20 spotting Team 11 here, trying to spray down from the windows, and they're actually putting some pressure. They're on the guard right now. Team 11 trying to move back and try to have a flank side area against Team 20 here.
Yeah, Team 20, they want to get into the safe zone, but then again, just look at this. In front of them, Team 11, Team 12, they are gatekeeping at this point. So I think they should just rotate up north where the other teammates are, and there's a clearer path there rather than trying to force themselves through this couple of teams.
I agree with that. Like, less blood and more safe, more probability of being inside of the circle and not losing anyone is the better choice. But I guess they really want to push that side against Team 11 and Team 12. They're at it. Vietnam wants blood right now, and they want to go after that spot.
Yeah, they definitely want this, but look at this. Looks like gunfire is happening here, and the vehicle will explode shortly. So Cup needs to get away from all this action. Now, he's been left at the patrol station, but look at this impunity. They want blood. They are charging it. Team Singapore wants those kill points on the board. The sprays go out. They get one, and there you go. Team Singapore managed to get the kill for themselves.
Spider-Man goes down, and right now they're still not done. Cabo might be in trouble here. He's being rushed by Team 6 really hard here. Let's see what he'll do. They're 2-man strong, but they're really being pressured right now. They're still inside, but they have the advantage here. Some will peek. Team 6 might peek. They actually backed up outside, putting out some smokes, trying to circle around, having a better angle here, using the vehicle to just have a better angle or just move out. I think they're opting out to move out and disengage from that firefight.
Oh, but then again, the vehicle was smoking though, so it's a little bit of a risk there, but at least they managed to get away for now.
Yeah. And actually, again, it happened. Like, see, there's like Team 6 and Team 5 together, and they didn't rush the 2 people here of Team 15. Actually, I guess it's still mind games that they do not want to risk anyone for a push like that, but still, if they did, I think it's gonna be successful at their end.
Yep, but just look at this now. A couple of teams starting to converge with each other. I believe Team Singapore, they are splitting up. Some of them are across the road and some of them are on the higher ground. So they are taking a very tactical approach here. At least a team is taking care of the high ground, those high views, and couple more of them going for the CQC. So it'll be interesting to see how this turns out in this fight.
True, but right now, Team 7 and 8 might actually confront AROV here at open grounds here, and they're gearing up for vehicles, and luckily they're not going to be seeing AROV here and might actually skip that firefight.
Yeah, looks like they will skip that firefight. So good thing as well that they skip this firefight, because we have still 16 teams. So points are still very, very little if they bow out at this point. So it's also a good thing that they just, okay, we leave that and we go for placement points. But look at this, from the pad to the fire, team number 1 is in front of that. Oh my goodness, Superman found his kryptonite. He had been knocked down there. He needs help. Spider-Man, Max, as well as Assassin need to come to the rescue.
Team 15 and Team 1 was lying and waiting for someone to come, but it was successful for their trap, and IMP right now is trying to fend off themselves as they're only left with 2 players. Look at this place. It's very colorful in our minimap, and they're trying to fight everyone inside. Team 1, Team 15, Team 8 are at it each other. Team 7 as well. A firefight is going on. Assassin trying to hold their area. IMP might go down here. They're in trouble. 20% health. One of the GPY team is down. Assassin trying to get him up as Team 7 trying to hold Team 15 down. But think about this. Team 15 has only 2 players and putting so much pressure on Team 7 and Team 8. They can't even push, and they're being held off from pushing from that team.
Yeah, just look at this. The teams are starting to converge very quickly, and this is only the 4th circle, and it's in Miramar, by the way. So, oh man, this is just happening really, really fast. As we can see, as you always point out, the minimap is just so colorful. And just look at this. The next team they need to beat to get higher points. Team Philippines. Right now, they are smack in the middle of the safe zone. So now they have prime position.
I guess it's really safe to say that Team Philippines is still have the power position here in Miramar, and as you can see, Team 6 and Team 5 are trying to get in that area, but it's really guarded and scouted by Team Philippines really well. Sadly, as you can see here, you can't really up your teammate there, as you are not technically the same team. As Gabo tries to up his fellow countryman right there.
Yeah, correct. There's nothing much he can do except for giving cover fire and also throwing out the smoke. But good thing Juggernaut arrived just in time, just to give that revive onto his teammates. So at least they have a little bit of coordination there to say that, okay, there's nothing else that you can do but just give cover fire to me. So it's quite clear on their job role at least.
And right now, hold that thought. Team 6 are now putting pressure at Team 15 and Team 16. 2 of them are down. Gabo might not last any longer here. And let's see how he fares out with his rock. He might push out. He's pushing. Gabo goes down. It's out in the open. Kagura proning, trying to see and assess the situation. But one more teammate goes down. Ours goes down along with Juggernaut. Will Kagura be able to save them at this point? But they're really in deep. Arts will go down permanently. And Juggernaut might be next. Kagura trying to throw some smokes and troubles there. D15 trying to coordinate. They might sharing some resources there. But I think they won't be able to save Juggernaut. Juggernaut gets hit once again. And there you go. Kagura, last man guy for RSG.
Yeah, Kagura now will need to fend off so many teams, but just as we mentioned his name, unfortunately, Kagura will bow out of today's tournament and will need to return for tomorrow instead.
And Team 5, Team 6, actually, they managed to fend off those opponents really well, as they are very coordinated. Like, if they get shot once, they shot back with 3 other people, but Myth trying to spot them and trying to take out people here. The only guy left from Team Thailand is facing off with Team 15. The smokes are being popped, and let's see how he fares to go in our next circle.
Yep, and we do see here, looks like the circle is a little bit away from Team Philippines, so they will still need to make a move. But they do have a couple of team members in the safe zone as well, but now fending off a lot of teams trying to come in. Vigo with the sprays go out there, managed to take one out. So that was a good play by Vigo, and now he will reverse the vehicle back to a safer zone. But the other teams are coming in. Vigo is not sure. Oh my god, Vigo, you are being pinned down behind the tree right now. Aeons unfortunately will bow out, taken down out of this round by King.
And Vigor is in trouble as Team 6 now trying to get in the circle. They tried to stop them, but alas, is the last man standing here for Blacklist International. He's trying to move up. Team 6 who has a man down. They're trying to get in the circle. The game is getting really intense as the circle starts to hurt, and the land mass is starting to get smaller. AROV trying to throw some troubles at Team 14 at Iconic, and Team 6 still trying to get in and eventually trying to get through all the teams that trying to stop them and gatekeeping them.
Oh man, it's just being such a mess right now. Everyone shooting left and right. And just look at this. Who has the circle right now? AROV have the circle, ladies and gentlemen. And look at this. Iconic PH, they are outside tanking the blue zone at this point. So we may see a new chicken dinner based on country, but we'll just need to hang on our horses till it's firm towards the later stages of the game.
True, anything can happen. Maybe Blackshear has a plan that can take their crown back. But as you can see, Team 10 Arrows are in the circle right now and might actually hold a good position for the next coming circle. As Team 20, Team 6, 15, and 1 are still fighting it out at the very entrance of the next circle.
And now this is 10x. So it looks like he has trouble trying to get into the circle. 10x is all alone at this point. He was the one that got baited earlier, but he managed to survive that bait. So still kudos to him to manage to survive so long. But it looks like the spray goes out for 10x. Then did not manage to get a knockdown onto KINGZZ. KINGZZ now will pop out the first aid, but 10x is still waiting in front of it. And there you go, up, down. But then no shots being fired yet. Everyone's just giving each other's respect.
But Rocky right now and company are trying to go up the hill, but then X and Team 1 are there. But hold on, Blanks, the last Philippine member, goes down in the hands of VGM, but also will go down in the hands of the blue zone god. And Arrow's holding a good position here at our final circles coming in. And Rocky will go down by 10x, the survivor from the early fight. And he's still strong. It is 3-on-3. This 3-on-3 right now is Team Malaysia versus Brunei, the team that ganged up on Team Malaysia earlier. Let's see how this plays out. But AROV, Team Malaysia holding the good position with the headshot, hopefully, but San goes down. 10x still holding it, and it was over just like that. AROV taking the chicken dinner for the last game for today.
AROV, finally a different team getting the chicken dinner for today. So look at this, AROV with 8 kills. Okay, they got that chicken dinner with 8 kills. Second place looks like RG from Brunei with 2 kills. Wow, this has been an amazing ending, I said. AROV getting a lot of kills. If we compare with the second, third, fourth, fifth place and the rest that is close by, they have